Sweet, it is recording. Okay, good. Hi, everybody. I'm going to wait until we get things going, um, or until more people join. So, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Sarah Foster. I am the owner, designer, and chief foul mouth of Bad Bad Jewelry, and I create products, both physical and digital, for female online business owners or aspiring female online business owners because that's what I did. That's what's been my dream my entire life. I was 5 years old when I created my first business plan. It was a sketch of a dog kennel. I wanted to house strays in our family's backyard until they were adopted out. My parents did not approve that, but I went on to start several different smaller businesses throughout my life. And now I've been running my main jewelry company, Bad Bad Jewelry, for over 6 years. I have a podcast, a blog, and lots of other things, and a couple things that are going to be released soon enough. So again, I'm all about, there's a lot of different things happening in the world right now, right? One of the things, the conversation that I love being a part of is this rise in female and women leadership and entrepreneurship. And I feel like the calling that most women have is to be, we want to have a purpose. We want to lead with our heart because we want to be able to use the resources and time, energy, and knowledge that we have to make a difference for the causes and the organizations that we love and want to support. So I love this work. I love talking about how to create more passive income. I love talking about how to market. I love talking about strategy and increasing your revenue amount doing stuff that you love. So I'm going to get into it. I curled my hair in a weird way today, and so it's on a different side that I'm not used to, and it looks like a bird's nest, but I might play with it throughout the training so we can just take note of that. Okay, so let me make sure I'm following my notes here too. Okay, so passive income. A lot of people that I talk to, they don't realize that they can be creating passive income, that it doesn't matter where you're at. If you don't have a job, if you do have a job, if you have a business, if you don't have a business, right now, social media, we're all talking about something, or we love to talk about something, or we're interested in something. It doesn't matter if you are in a network marketing situation where you have products that you're selling off, from a different brand. This applies to anybody, and I'm actually surprised that there's not more people doing this because it's so valuable as far as just bringing in extra income and extra cash. So let's, I'm going to talk about, this is for everybody from like a stay-at-home mom who doesn't have any business or income on her own right now, to women I worked with who have hundreds and thousands of followers on Instagram, right? They're influencers, they're in the fitness industry, or they're coaches, or just a variety of different influencers. And I've been lucky enough to like make connections and relationships with these people through my brand of having jewelry that they wear and they market and they promote. And I've become some really good friends with some of them. And there's been a few times where I'll actually suggest that they create a passive income product for themselves because they've amassed people who are really interested in what they have to say and what they're doing. Instead of marketing their own products, they typically are affiliates for supplement companies or vitamins or other like fitness wear, or I'm trying to think of something outside the fitness industry too. But the thing is, like, you can do, hold on just a second, let me pause this. Okay, just wanted to check a technical thing there. So what you're able to do is leverage the fact that you already have people who are interested in you. They know you, they like you, and they trust you. And let me tell you about a phone call that I had, or not a phone call, a text thread that I had going with, this has now been 2 different influencers, again, with hundreds and thousands of followers, and you don't need hundreds of thousands of followers. But I'm like surprised that they haven't even done this. So in the space of being an influencer in fitness specifically, right? We're using Instagram as an example. they're already sharing so much about their life, their journey, the things that worked for them, their story. Instagram and the posts act like micro blog posts, and you're already creating a connection. You're already adding value to people. They're being inspired by you. And I've seen a lot of people in the fitness industry go up and down in their weight, right? And their journey's kind of all over the place because they're human beings. They're exploring stuff. They're going through personal struggles. I'm the same way. I've put on 40 pounds in the past few years. But then I've also seen a lot of them come out of a weird phase in their life where they've put on some weight, they're taking it off, they're remotivated again. And that is such a relatable thing. And I got on a text thread with one of these women initially, and I was like, listen, sister, I know that I can relate to what you're going through, but I'm also really interested in your story. Like, how did you do it? What was your psyche? Why are you motivated by this? What are the things that are making a difference for you this time versus last time? Because I know that, you know, women in general, we go through, you know, so many different life cycles and evolution of who we are, that there's a lot of like healing that's happening. And thank God we grow and mature. And so some of these women who are around my age, we're going through these shifts, right? Like, we're out of our 20s now, we're in our 30s, we're experiencing different things, we just have a better awareness of who we are. And for those who are following some of these women, they want that for themselves. They want, like, hey, what's her story? How is she doing this? And it's crazy because even though they have like hundreds of thousands of followers, they're not creating products for themselves. And the reason this is so important too is because when you have your own products, you actually are creating a more solid foundation for your business. You're creating more credibility for yourself as well, versus like, oh, I just sling supplement companies or, you know, fit clothing or whatever it is in your industry, versus like, I'm creating my own products that are all from me, because people know, like, and trust me. I want to create products that they want to use for themselves, because that gives me a lot firmer foundation to stand on. So it doesn't matter if you're a fitness influencer. You could be a freelance writer. You could be a interior decorator. You could be a jewelry designer like I am. You could be a arts and crafts person. You could be somebody who's really skilled at your 9-to-5 job in administration, and you're really good at something that people come to you over and over and over for. You could be a blogger, a stay-at-home mom that's just kind of shares what her story is and what she's doing at home to be more productive. It's crazy because it's like you're already living this life, interested in these things and making a difference for other people. You're probably being asked how to do certain things, and yet you're not creating products that would actually make a difference for other people. So I am going to, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you could literally have a product that people could be purchasing. If they're like, hey, I want to know how to do that. You're like, I already have a product. It's a low cost offer, or whatever price point it's at, that will help you with that. And that's how you create one product one time in that specific thing that you're doing, and you have it available for sale. And the more you grow and the more you talk about it, the more people are going to buy it, and more money you're going to make. And then you can also get feedback too. People are typically like, hey, I would love it if you talk more about this one thing, or can you give advice on this? Most of the time when you start talking about it, people are like, they come to you, right? And they're like, I want more of this. So you might as well have a passive income product while you're doing it. I'm going to do a share screen here. We're going to create some stuff on the fly. I want to give you a diagram, because that's one thing that makes a difference for me, is I can visually explaining things is a huge difference. So passive income diagram. I'm just saving this here so I can keep it. Okay. I'm going to do a share screen. Can you see that? Yeah, we got it. Okay. So good old PowerPoint here. Now, let's use the example of Let me see. Icons, what's this? Sorry, I'm fiddling with this. Let me just use the box. So we're gonna put a box here, and this represents you. We'll make it happy. So this is you, right? And you've got, this is gonna represent, you've got a speak bubble. Let me find your speak bubble. Here we go. You talk about like what you love to do, right? Like we'll use like mom who creates, I'm trying to figure out, my brain is so visual but so far out there that I'm like, how do I ground it back down so it makes sense for you? So like, let's say, hi, I'm a mom who's really, whoa, what the frick, really good at, or you could also just replace this with, hi, I'm a, we'll call it, not even an expert, I'm great at X. Who, we'll rephrase this, who helps with blank. Okay, that works. Is this gonna bug you? It's gonna bug me. Okay, so basically, like, this represents you and who you are right now on social media, like what you share on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever. Like, you as a human being have very specific interests. So, you know, whether it's, again, stay-at-home mom stuff, fitness, health, food, whatever, and then you can like niche down inside of that. But you're probably already interested in talking about stuff. You talk about this with your girlfriends. You share these resources when people ask you for something, whether it's makeup or laundry hacks or productivity things at work, it doesn't matter. You're already talking about it. So why wouldn't you want to create at least like one product? So let's look at a couple different things here. So what is passive income, by the way? Passive income is could be an ebook, a workbook, a digital download, which could be, well, all of them are digital downloads, by the way. It could be a training video, audio, like an audio training, could be an audio book, could be, let's see, we've got audio, video, writing. It could be a combination of anything. So literally the list goes on. This doesn't even, like, at this point in the game right now in our conversation, this doesn't even matter. It's not that big a deal. But what you could be doing is creating, these are all digital products, right? That you make once, you upload, and they're available for purchase. This slide is just awesome. I love how I'm making, everybody usually like puts super pretty slides together. I'm just doing it my way, just on the fly. I feel like that's what people like. Okay, but I could be wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. I gotta fix this. Okay, so digital products, ebook, workbook, training video, audio training, audio book. The other thing too is like a meditation, cookbook, which is an ebook. I'm kind of like, the categories are overlapping here. But basically what this looks like is it's, you're delivering digital files in either a video format, audio, or written. And the sky is the freaking limit on these, right? This is like, there's no, it's crazy what you could do. There's so many possibilities and so many different variations. It just depends on what you're talking about and the kind of information that you want to provide. Because that's really what this is, an information product, or a product that's going to help somebody have a breakthrough or help them with something that they, to help them get to a result that they want to have. So digital products. So if you can create one of these, right? Let's just start with like an ebook. We're going to go down here. This is an ebook. We're going to fill in this with a beautiful orange. Okay, that doesn't get big. But let's say this represents a passive income product, right? So you've got an ebook to start out with. This is pretty simple. Again, people get caught up in the details of this. Like you could have a 3-page ebook, which would also be a worksheet. You could have a 50-page ebook, a 150-page ebook about your story that you'd go into and share how you did certain things, because this is a really good example too for the fitness influencers. Having an ebook sharing your story for people who are following you already, this is big. This would I would sit down and read something from somebody who lost weight, put on weight, and then lost it again. Like what was going on? What did you do to change things? Because I don't want to just sit there and go through all of your freaking captions on your Instagram to put it all together. I want to sit down intentionally and read about this thing. So you're packaging everything that you're already talking about into one product that people are willing to pay you for, so they don't have to go find it themselves. So let's say you got an ebook, right? I really want to make that thing bigger. We're gonna do this instead. Book. It does that every time. Okay, so then we're gonna format this one. Here we go. What do you guys think of this? On the fly editing. Okay, so this is an ebook. Let's say you might have like another ebook, right? And we'll just leave that. So you've got one ebook on topic A, and then another ebook on topic B. I hate it when it capitalizes. Okay, so here's your products, right? And how I've pictured this the last few days is you take this, and here you are, blah, 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 and then people have 2 topics to pick from. And the visualization I'm getting is kind of like you're standing here at a counter, like at a fast food place. Here's a box, here we go. This is like the counter where you're the person on the other side taking orders. Like, hey, I'm here. You're representing the products that are behind this counter. We'll make the counter brown because that seems appropriate. Okay, where's brown? Oh, I had it. Okay, we'll do purple. It's more of a modern establishment. Okay, so there you are, just standing at the counter, talking. People came to you. They're interested, right? They're like, hey, I really want to learn more from you on this topic. I like being here, but I'm not quite sure what exactly I need. And so this is where you are in your social media posts. If you have a blog, you can do this here too. Like, if you want more information on this topic, go here. I've created an ebook, a workbook, an audio training, whatever it is, for you to dive deeper into the subject and get a breakthrough for yourself. I'm teaching you the things that I've learned. So this is like educational type products that I'm talking about here, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at something else. I want to look at the numbers because this is what's really exciting to me. So let's say we got product A, right? And this will be an ebook. We're going to go ahead and just capitalize that. Let's say it's just like a simple $9.99 price, right? And let's take another like ebook example here as well. Ebook. And let's say you go further in depth, or it's like a recipe thing, right? If you're somebody who's really into food because you've changed your life around, or maybe it's worksheets, like a series of worksheets or checklists for if you're a stay-at-home mom who's really good at keeping a system for like cleaning your house, right? Like you've got like every day you do these little things so you don't feel overwhelmed. Let's say this is like a $35 workbook / like printable worksheets. Let's say in the first couple months, right, where you're like, hey, I created this product. You've sold like 15. That's an extra $150. Let's say you sell like 3 of these, an extra $105. In total, let's put this here. That did not work. Oh yeah, I gotta do it like this. Yeah. $254.85. That's just in, what, a few months? But this is where you can get like super calculatable. So, okay, here's a really good example. This one person I was talking to about creating an ebook, she's got hundreds and hundreds and thousands of followers. If she even sold, okay, so let's say she has 1 million, and typically the conversion rate is about 1% on, it depends on what it is, but like overall, let's say she's marketing this over and over, and she's got, let's see, what's 1% of 1 million? It's 10. I'm not good at math, that's why I have things calculate. Yeah, 10,000. So let's say she sells 10,000. Come on, that is crazy. That's almost $100,000 if she was doing this. That's your freaking rent, depending on where you live, for the entire, like, you could live in LA and pay rent off this one product for a year if you had like a nice place. If you didn't have a nice place, you'd have a huge chunk of change sitting over. And this isn't even like the only product that you offer. Okay, I get it. The people who are watching probably aren't doing this magnitude of a $1 million thing, or 1 million, they don't have 1 million followers, but this is huge. Like, even if you in like 1 year you sold 100 of these for yourself, that's an extra $1,000 cash. That's really good. And if you know you're going full force into this, and this is like, this thing that I'm talking about is what I love, I know I'm going to have it for a long time, maybe over the course of your life you sell, or the course of your business you sell 15. It's just like, it's crazy, like the amount that you can be making from this stuff. The other thing too that I've done is I've created multiple passive income products. I wish I would have done it earlier in my career, because it wouldn't have, it doesn't, you make it one time. Whereas like jewelry in the physical product space, you have to make a piece when an order comes in, or you have it pre-made and then you sell the item over and over. It's not one and done. You've got to repeat it over and over. And this is totally possible for people who are selling physical products as well. So for example, like my stuff is based on mindset and using affirmations. I'm now in the process of creating a new workbook on defining your, like, how to create an affirmation, how to record it for yourself too, how to set it, like, it's helping people with the mindset work when it comes to this stuff. So if I'm not there to talk to them, they can't hire me as a coach. This is a way for them to get more information from me to help them out. And if they're here consistently on, like, see me on Instagram, they're on my email list, they're following my trainings, my blog, etc. This is nice. Like, if you're like, man, I really want more from Sarah on this one particular topic, I already know her, I like what she's putting out, and I trust her, so I'm gonna go buy this thing from her because I really want to go deeper into the work. This is awesome to just have that thing sitting there. So the model that I'm moving towards in my business is creating multiple trainings and ebooks to help, and workbooks and different things all about mindset, and also technical training on building the business. So I'm going to be using this training as an example, as a free option for people to watch and learn how to do this for themselves. And then at the end, which you'll see me do here in a little bit too, say, hey, I can teach you how to create this product. We can go from idea, fleshing it out, to actually creating it, putting a timeline together to have it done, and then setting it up so you have a place to put it, direct people to, and say, hey, yeah, go over here, this is where you purchase it, and then you start making money. So all you have to do is, you don't even have to touch these. You are literally just concentrating on this. Look at you bouncing around your counter. I'm so excited about all these things that you have to offer. So let's take a step back and let's call, so you've got these two, right? Let's go ahead and just do a couple more products. We'll do, X will just represent any other product area. This could be the video training, the audio training, all this jazz. And now you've got multiple products. And let's say they are all, so we have 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 6 here. Perfect. And let's say, let's go ahead and price some of these out right now. We've got a $9.99 product, a $35 one, maybe we've got a $75 one, $150, $350, and then let's do, for the hell of it, let's just do like let's say you get really good, right? You've helped a lot of people, you know, can become a coach. People are like, man, I love her passive income stuff, but now I need specific help. I want to talk to her. So maybe what you're able to do is like you want to be a coach or a consultant, right? So you do a $2,000. This isn't passive income right here. So this is going to be a disclaimer, but it's going to be up on your site, right? So let's do, so we got a $9.99 product, 35, oops. Oh my gosh, 75, 150, 75. I keep doing tab, thinking it's something else. 50, 350, 2,000. So here is all of your options to buy, right? They're different. They represent different things. They represent different types of trainings or not, doesn't matter. Different products. And here you are at your counter. Now you're not on the back side of it, you're on the front side of it because you're that good and confident. You're just like, hey, I'm out here in the lobby helping you out. And you're basically, these are all specific to what you love to talk about, right? This is your brand, this is your niche, and this is incredible. So what happens, let's say you just sell like, or this could even be a mastermind group too, right? People who like really need your help and want just like a group coaching program. Again, this wouldn't be a passive income product, probably. I mean, it could be depending on what you do. But let's say your ebook is kind of like the top seller, right? That's fairly normal. And you sell, let's look at this in a month actually. This will be fun. If you could sell all of this in a month, how much would you make? And this is where you need to remember that, hey, you're in it for the long game. This isn't going to be your first month straight out of the gate. But if you know you're passionate about something and you want to talk about it, I need to take a drink here. Why not start creating something? And I usually like to say, get going on the ground level here. Somewhere inside these 3 options, start with a product that costs this much. Because more than likely, what you're putting together is really valuable. This is just like people getting their feet wet. But let's say in 1 month you sell 30 of these. We'll be conservative. It's already $300 more than you have in your bank account. Let's say you've got an ebook for the $35 and you sell, we'll just do like 5 of those. And then we'll do 3 of these. And then this is, you get to the 153. I don't know what these are going to be. Maybe they're like courses, right? You do like a mini course. And so you sell like, sometimes like if your email list is big enough, you'll sell a couple of these. But let's say 3 for this, 3 for this, and then maybe you 1 for this. But before we even get there, look, you've already made $2,200 in a month. This is awesome. You sell somebody out of this whole group of people is like, man, I really want to work with her one-on-one. And you've just increased your monthly revenue to a higher amount. But let's say you're not even that well established, but you can charge like $800 for like weekly coaching. This is $3,000. This is awesome. So it's crazy what's like possible when you're creating passive income products. And again, this doesn't like, even if you didn't have all of these, right? Even if you will delete these, if you just had 1 product, I'd probably do it higher than that, to be honest. Let's say like, we'll even change this to 50. I like 50 number 2. Let's say this is all you sell for like a year, and you get a lot of people who follow you. They love what you do. You're building your following. You're building your email list. And in a year's time, you make you're good. Your stuff's so good. You're putting it out there, and you sell like 2,300 of these. That's $115,000. Is that more than you're making at your day job right now? This could be something too that like you literally sell oils. Like you're part of a multi-level marketing company, right? An MLM, and you put together a training on how to create different recipes using the I can't believe I'm blanking on them, but the oils. Like I can think of a brand right now, but I don't want to say the name, but it's the aromatherapy. And you like do different recipes, right? Maybe you're a mom who likes to use this stuff to create like a different environment in the house, and you've put together these recipes and you really love it. Maybe it's an ebook on or a video training on how you use Asana to get the most like freaking stuff done as you're building your own business. You know, it literally could be anything. And this is where I want to say it's hard without getting into a group setting or a one-on-one call with you to go over all the possibilities, what can actually be done here. Because who are you? What are you good at? How do you love to show up? Do you like to write? Do you like to do video? Would you rather do recording? Would you rather just do check sheets? Would you like, what do you want to do? And then also, are you not skilled at that stuff? Are you not skilled at creating it? I can show you how to outsource it, how to find somebody that's affordable to put it together for you. You pay it for one time, which is a lot cheaper than doing the work yourself at sometimes if you're not good at it. And then it's done. It's put together. It's done. And you put it up somewhere, which is another thing that I go into further in the passive income product training that I'm doing. There's so many different options where you upload it, how you deliver it, how you receive the money, how you connect it to your bank account, all this stuff. So this is like the possibilities are endless. And there's not one right way of doing this. And if there's anything that I've learned being in business the past 6 years, it's you've got to do things that feel really good to you, that feel right for you. So that is what I'm going to suggest you do, is dive deeper into this with me, where I share all of this stuff with you inside the group training. And I'm actually going to show you where that's at now. So I have a couple different options, right? Like here I am at my counter. I think the first thing I'm going to do is if you want to dive deeper into the passive income, just go to badbadjewelry.com. This is my website. It's all for helping women in business who have goals and big dreams of creating their own business. Type in passive in the search bar and you'll see, as of right now, I picked a random ass picture of me picking apples up in Julian, California. This is a passive income product workshop that we're doing. And this is, you can create your own passive income in 3 weeks or less. So we go through the idea process, what feels good to you. We map out what you need to do to create that product because everybody's different. Then you create it, you package it, you put it together, and then you put it up wherever you're going to put it up. So when somebody buys it, they automatically get it. You don't have to do anything. And this is such a fun process for me because I've done everything, right? Like I know all the resources to creating the free videos. I know the resources to creating free PDFs for the workbooks or ebooks. I know how to create free audio so you can have your customers download it as an MP3 or a combination of all of it. It's so freaking fun to do this because you're already talking about stuff that you love to do. You might as well be making money doing it. Now, if you don't want to do this necessarily, you're not ready to, you can go to, I think you can probably just type Sarah. Yeah, so we can do a 90-minute intensive together. I offer 1 month of coaching, and there's a couple different things in here too. I gotta take this down. But anyway, this is what's available to basically everybody. And it doesn't matter if you have this idea of creating a long-term business for yourself. Maybe you're just really skilled at talking about something, and so you want to put things together, resources together that help other people who are already asking you for the information. So to sign up for the Passive Income Product Workshop, go to badbadjewelry.com, products/passive income. You can see it there. I'm not going to enunciate every symbol, or just go to badbadjewelry.com and type in passive. And you'll see my apple picking face pop up. All right, you guys, that concludes the training for this. I hope you got some incredible stuff out of it. I really enjoy this stuff, and I love brainstorming different possibilities and different ways of doing this. Now, if you're one of those people who are like, man, I'm not good at taking action or having follow through, I get it. I totally get it. And that's what this workshop is all about, is helping you take the steps to make it happen. So, you guys, that's the end of the training. Go sign up. Go snag it. I'm going to deliver it to you. If you're watching the replay, it's going to be delivered automatically to you. If you are watching it with me today on May 11th, we are launching it on Monday. So we're going to there's a group of us going through it together, and I'm going to teach everybody individually how to make it happen. All right, you guys, that concludes the training for today. Have a great day.